have you ever looked up, well, underneath Highway 50, you may have done that and wondered, what are those cones doing under there? In Tolbert's Traffic today, we have what they are and what they do. Jordan, explain.
Hey there, Conchetta. Well, they're actually called exclusion devices, and they look like, upside down cones hanging under the bottom of the highway. But Caltrans actually says they're keeping birds and bats safe during construction projects. They went up in 2020 and were first used by Caltrans in Fresno a few years ago, slowly making their way to Sacramento. Caltrans worked with an environmentalist from UC Davis to make sure these devices would be effective and protect the animals. This also made it so projects wouldn't be delayed due to nesting birds or bats.
Number one thing is safety, not only for motorists, for our workers, but also for endangered species, birds, animals. So we want to make sure we take the proper precautions to protect those type of species or animals, especially bats and birds.
These deterrents for bats and birds were installed in August 2020, and they made it so bats and birds wouldn't nest in construction zones where crews were working either on or under Highway 50. They were actually first placed at night while bats were hunting to prevent them from coming back to those spots. More have been installed since.
Well, that's pretty neat. So we hear a lot about the Fix 50 project. When can we expect that to actually just be done?
Right. So, there's different things at play here. There's supply chain issues, things like that. I talk to Caltrans about this all the time, but I'm told 2025 is kind of the year that we're looking at. Right now, they're about 90% done with the sound wall, and that was really their first priority on the south side of 50 from Stockton to 65th. And now mainline work to add HOV lanes is next up there.
Okay, so less than 3 years. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Jordan, thank you for that. Pretty interesting fact there, Rob. Did you know about that? Those cones?
I did not know about that, but I'll tell you, all people really want to know about with these construction projects is when is it going to be done? So now we have a nice big number to look forward to years down the road. Okay.